Oh my gosh, Al, you are in the middle of all the excitement,
Yeah.
all the fun. How did your week go this week?
Yeah, look,
How's it all been?
it's fantastic. I'm loving having my family all together. It's crazy, it's loud, it's chaos. I haven't stopped talking. Um, and I can't wait till I can't wait. No, I don't want to rush any of it, but I'm
Yes,
looking forward to when everything settles and then having this great conversation with you and sharing everything that's sort of unfolded. Um, because it's a beautiful experience, but it is crazy
beautiful.
busy and
Yeah, and you know what? I get that. And again, you've shown up to have our conversation.
Mm.
You are an amazing woman who
I just love
just
you and I
has,
love talking to you. So
but you also have this capacity to just, yeah, persevere, and also it's wonderful that in the midst of all of this, I get to share this with you, and
Mm.
that you want to still jump in and have a quick conversation. So we'll keep it short and sweet today, Al. But
Yes.
um, what has
Yes,
been the most helpful for
perfect.
you in getting through? Yeah, share with us what's worked, what hasn't worked.
Well, I came across this statement, this encouragement as a word that we can say to ourselves. And I read it and I thought, hey, that is great. So I'm going to share that with
Yeah,
you, if that's all right. The
yeah.
quote or the saying, the statement is,
Mm.
I'm allowed to be a work in progress. I'm allowed to be a work in progress. And I'll just say straight away that that resonates with me. Don't know if it resonates with you. Not
Well,
sure of
I'm
what the
feeling all
listeners
goosebumpy.
think.
No, it absolutely. I just like the first thought that came to my mind was, oh my gosh, that just takes all the pressure off.
All the
Like that's
pressure
literally
off.
the first thought I had was, oh, I can just, it takes the pressure off from needing to get things right,
Yeah.
needing to know what I'm doing all the time.
Hallelujah.
'Cause-
Because I don't.
Exactly, I was thinking the same. So, that is beautiful. I'm allowed to be a work in progress.
And it
Yeah.
allows for when I do get it wrong. And this might be a shock to everybody. I'm sure it's not. Um, I get things wrong quite regularly. In motherhood, in life, in decisions with work, in all sorts of things, I get things wrong.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm completely wrong and I don't need to write myself off. When I'm choosing things for this sheet that I need to buy for Abby for part of, you know, if I don't know what I'm doing, it's okay. I actually
Yeah.
am the first to admit. And when I read that, I was like, I'm allowed. I'm allowed to be a work in progress. I don't have all of the answers. I don't know what I'm doing. What also stands,
And
no, go.
yeah, as you share that, I just think, I love the metaphor that life is a journey.
Yeah.
And we're on this journey of life. And I think for me in all of this is um how often have I wanted to like press the fast forward button and
Mm,
get to the end, and so that I can like make a way and fix things and know that it's all going to be perfect, and then I can
yeah.
go back to where I am, and I can, it's almost like I've gone ahead and made a way
Yeah.
to
Okay.
like get it right,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I mean, because
Yeah.
that's not how life works.
Mm-mm.
And so in my mind's eye, when I read this, I'm allowed to be a work in progress. I see this road, this sort of like almost like gravel laneway, but
Mm,
it's broad laneway, and they're just beautiful flowers and trees on either side. But what if, journeying through life, I've got this broad laneway, so I've got a sense of the direction I'm going in.
yeah.
I've got my values. I've
Hmm.
got how I want to be,
Yeah.
but it's not a tiny little one track footpath that I need to step
Mm,
exactly, on the steps. It's a broad path, and I'm allowed to be messy. I'm
mm,
allowed to drop things along the way. I'm allowed to pick
mm,
things up along the way. I'm allowed to stop and smell the roses.
hmm.
It's like we get to do this as a work in progress. And I just think that like permission to enjoy the journey and to not hold so tightly.
Yeah.
Because goodness me, years back, like it has been this coaching journey for me has been a work in progress because I
Yeah.
think I used to hold so tightly to performance and
Hmm.
striving and perfection
Getting it
and
right.
how other people
Mm,
saw me and getting it
mm,
right.
hmm.
And so this is just it's like a breath of
Yeah.
sweet fragrance along the way.
Agree. Absolutely agree. And I would add to that for me, it's giving me permission as well to be present.
Oh, yes.
If I'm a work in
Yes.
progress and I don't have to be perfect and I can get it wrong, it doesn't mean I want to get it wrong. It doesn't mean I want to make all of these mistakes and learn everything the hard way because that's not my heart. But it means
Yeah.
that I can be present. And you said it before by stopping and smelling the roses. Yeah, but by being present, it means it takes away that need to strive, that need to get to the destination on
Yeah.
time or whatever it is. Um, it's freeing, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to read it again. I'm allowed to be a work in progress.
Mm.
I don't know about you, Albert. I think I'm going to actually print that out and stick it up on my, I don't know, my
On
laptop
my
screen or
mirror,
somewhere.
when I wake up in the morning and I look in the
Uh,
mirror and think, you know what, I am a work in progress. God's not finished with me yet. I shouldn't be finished with me yet. Um,
Yeah. It's similar to what we spoke about last week, that whole perspective. And
mm,
it's just a whole shift in gears and shift in perspective because again, it's one of the things that, I don't know, in my mind releases me to be more joyful. I mean, we've
mm.
spoken before about living with joy and we touched on yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, what am I thinking? Last week, what were we talking about? The difference between
I have to and
living
I
life
get.
heavy with I have to.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then choosing, but I actually I can get, I get to doing this. And it's a similar thing.
Mm,
I don't have to get it right. I'm allowing myself
mm,
to have fun along the way, to
mm.
explore. I love also you shared, I think it was last week, that friend with her move and
Oh,
what if it's
yeah.
an adventure instead?
Mm,
So I think allowing yourself to be a work in progress, there is the sense of adventure too.
yeah.
Because, we're going to experience things and figure things out and
Yeah. Learn along the way.
explore and be curious. And,
Mm,
there's so much richness
yes. And the
in
things that
that.
don't work, the things that we learn that aren't helpful, we can leave and we
Yeah.
can and pick up the things that do work and that are resourceful and help us to do life well and with a sense of joy and with a sense of adventure with the people that we love and keep moving forward. And yeah, I just, for me and for all of this, the talk around the wedding and even in just in family life in general, I'm not the perfect
Yeah.
mum.
Yeah.
Earth shattering. I'm a work in progress mum. I'm
Yeah.
learning daily what that looks like. And it allows me, when I make mistakes, to hopefully be able to forgive myself, to let it go, and to move on. And I
Yeah.
think that that's really powerful because if we hang on to all of our mistakes and the things that we get wrong, would just be, I don't know, what's the point of getting out of bed,
Yeah. There's heaviness in that for sure.
There
Yeah.
is. And
Yeah.
so,
And I think that's also taken, I mean, and then all the thing is, all of these things take intention.
yeah,
It's a choice to even become aware of our
mm,
the things that aren't working,
yeah,
and it's an interesting over the years of the beautiful people I've been able to come alongside, journey with in the coaching space. How often, I mean, it's one of those patterns that comes up often in people's
mm,
lives is that how we so hard on ourselves and we
mm,
so critical of ourselves
yeah,
and um how many of us cling to our mistakes and then the story becomes, oh, but I'm just not enough.
yeah,
And so I think letting go, well, first of all, becoming aware of the things that aren't working, letting go of them and shaking them off
mm,
and keeping our eyes forward
mm,
and present
yeah,
and allowing all that stuff just to like roll off is just
Yeah.
so freeing and
Yeah.
liberating. And I
Yeah.
think when we offer that to ourselves, and when we
Mm,
offer it to ourselves to be a work in progress, we're so much more ready to offer that to other people as well.
agreed.
And we'll be so less much, less critical and judgy of others because, hey, we're
Yeah.
all we're all
We're
a work in
all
progress.
a work in progress. What? None of us have made it yet.
Yeah,
And do you know, that's the human condition.
yeah,
We're this side of heaven, we are all a work in progress and we're not finished
yeah,
yet. And the
yeah.
grace that we can have for ourselves and the grace that we can then pass on to others is a beautiful thing. And I'm pleased I read that this week.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
encouraged me, it reminded me, and it just simply reminded me to be kind to myself
Yeah,
and those around me because yeah, like you said, we're all a work in progress, and how beautiful it is that we get to do it together.
yeah. And you
Mm.
know what? It also helps us to take our eyes off the
Mm.
unimportant things and to really refocus on, what actually is important.
Yeah,
What is it that you want to hold first and foremost. I mean, especially for you,
yeah,
it's wedding week this week, and it would be so easy to get caught up. I mean, wedding days, goodness me, if there's a day in the year that people want to do perfectly and do well and not,
yes,
it's the day. But yet, if we can let go of that and even go, you know what, this wedding day is a work in progress, and
yeah,
it'll be what will be, and you're going to just be able to focus on enjoying like the important
yeah,
parts of it is just such
yeah,
a gift.
it
So
is.
I'm so glad you read that this week and
Yeah,
shared it with
I
us.
anytime when things jump out at me, I just have learned over the years that it's never just for me.
Yeah,
They've jumped out at me because probably there's a few other people in my world that need to hear it as well.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so
Well, thanks for
awesome.
sharing with us, Elle. And I'm going to let you go. I know you've got a gazillion things to do,
Hmm.
and you are in all our hearts and thoughts. And we're
Yeah,
excited with you. We're celebrating with you. And
thank you.
Abby, just, yeah, great celebrations for your wedding this week.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. And can't wait to sit on the other side of it and have a chat about that too at some point.
Oh,
I won't
can't
keep
wait to
talking
hear.
about it, but it's a pretty big day for me. So,
Would love to hear.
yeah, all
Yeah.
right. Bless you, mate. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Elle. Bye.